Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. You have to find a balance. Now, this is kind of a follow-up to the video that I did the other day about, the major issues and the major issue in relationships. And as I spoke about in that video, you're going to have two types of attraction to a person. You're going to have that carnal attraction, the physical thing, but you're also going to have that value attraction. Now, especially with women. Because honestly, even though men can have issues in that way, as long as the women look good, we try to work around stuff to our detriment. But I have to address the men on that one separately. But with the women, because I've seen this a lot with women, I know it's interesting. I know a lot of good women. I know a lot of good women of all races. I know, seriously, I know so many women. And the one thing I found, and it's always the same thing, they can find a guy to be friends with, or they tolerate. Because as I told the men, women, if you can, you would populate your friends, even your friend zones would also like, but all women can't do that. All women cannot do that. But y'all, man, tell the truth, like a lot of women, y'all meet, despite all the stuff in the media about there's a shortage of good men and you don't know where they're at. Y'all meet good guys all the time. I'll never forget. I remember this young lady, and she was a doctor. And this was somebody I was interested in, and I didn't make any bones about it. I told her straight up I was interested in her. But, we ended up becoming just friends. And she would always complain about the lack of guys, and she even would break out some studies, say, well, there's a study that says there's a shortage. And so I said, okay, well, excluding me, how many men do you know? Like you would say you friends with, you cool with. And she said 5. I said, okay, out of that, how many would you date? She said 2. So I said, what's the issue? Like, there's plenty of men out there, but see, what's lacking is that balance. You find that guy that might go to your church. You find that guy who you're real cool with. You find that guy you can laugh with, even cry on his shoulder. But the balance comes in the carnal part. I understand you're not physically attracted to him. And, I can't say, what, I'm not going to tell you, like, oh, yeah, find him attractive. If you don't have a carnal attraction for him, well, it's not going to work. So I'm not going to tell you just go ahead and get that guy anyway. You're going to end up cheating on him. Or you're not going to have sex with him. That's going to have some problems. But at the same time, many women have a tendency to want, look for almost like that perfect guy. Right? That perfect guy hits all the lists. But that's kind of hard to find too. I would say the best thing women can do is find that balance. Look for that balance guy. Now, you might have to give up something somewhere. You're going to have to. And trust me, ladies, this ain't just on y'all. I tell the men too. I've actually told guys. I got videos where I said, guys, instead of chasing that mythological 10 or even a 9, get that adjustable 7. Well, ladies, y'all might have to get that adjustable 7 too. Get that guy, you know what, he might not be just stylish all the time. He might not be over 6 feet. But if you're only 5'3", if he's 5'9", he's still 6 inches taller than you. You can still put on those heels and, he'll still be taller. You're going to have to adjust some. You got to get your own adjustable 7. But here's the key. You don't just dip down and the guy don't have anything else going for him. You just don't do that. What you do, you find that balance. Now, I'm quite sure you can find that if Like, if you're looking for a guy, you can really find somebody who shares your values. If you're a college-educated woman who goes to church, I'm quite sure that, you know what? I'm quite sure, unless you just live in the boondocks somewhere, and some of you might, but most women live near a major city, if not in the major city. And there's always events that would cater to whatever your social crowd is. You can find that person, but as long as you're open to that person, and a lot of times that's why, if you notice, everything builds towards what I'm talking about. Everything. A lot of times a guy is there, but a lot of times, because I understand, I'll take one look at that guy, you're like, you're looking for that initial buzz, that spark. But sometimes come down a bit off of wanting that big guy. Like I just talked about this. Come down from one, that ideal guy. But as long as the guy, keeps himself clean, got something going on, go for that balance. Now, like I said, don't go for some guy who's totally jacked up. Because I would hope your values include something, a guy who's doing something with his life. I would hope they include somebody trying to do the right thing, who's willing to work. And to me, unless you practice in like a religion, because I know that's a big piece and I still need to do something on that. Unless you practice in a religion that's obscure, or even in something that's practiced by a secret society, which is actually a lot of those, you could probably find somebody who at least comes close to your religious beliefs, if you want to. But a lot of times, many women are looking for the person who shares their values in a certain body type. And I understand that it turns you on, but see, I also understand something, and this is coming from women. Many of y'all have open types, which means you have a range of dudes that you'll deal with. So find that balance. Find that balance between one and the other. Find that balance. And a lot of those guys exist. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. But as long as you don't have that icon, that image in your mind of what the guy should look like, then you can deal with what you're actually getting. And I guarantee you know what? This isn't like speculation. I've had a lot of women talk to me about relationships. And a lot of the information that y'all get from me is really from these women. So it's like, you can find that balance. You know what? He might, and that balance could be anywhere. You know what? He could be that really drop dead handsome man that got the body that you like. But then he might also share your values. It's not impossible. It's not impossible as long as you look for it. But see, I see a lot of women, they'll go for that guy who got the drop dead gorgeous body. Then they try to change him into what they actually want. Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all get there and y'all say y'all gonna start tweaking that guy because he's so fine. Got that eggplant. Man, he's so fine. And then you're gonna try to change him up. But that's not the balance. Find that guy who, dip down a little bit, bring it down a little bit, but got the personality and value system that you want. Look for it on all accounts. And it can be done. You see, here's the thing with it, ladies. Believe you can find it. Believe it. I knew this young lady. I should have her do something for me. Nah, she would want money. We got along too well. But she said one of the things that helped her is she didn't look for like that ideal dude, but she was just open. She just let herself open to what came. And then, a lot of times she clicked with him because, once again, think about what I said about this past Monday about the clothes you wear. She just dressed in a modest manner, and it attracted a certain type. She carried herself in a modest, educated manner, and that's what she drew. So it's right there. It's right there. So I want y'all to think about that, ladies. Because really, I do this. I do this because I know so many women who are good women. Heck, I be trying to tell the guys, man, stop saying all these women bad. Because I know for the truth. It's like, got some very good women, attractive women out here. And I hate to see both sides suffering. So I'm trying to do what I can to get y'all together. So anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Peace and blessings.